Namaste. Welcome to my virtual yoga studio here on YouTube. It's been, it's been a long moment since I've been able to do this, to film, just because life is wild, as I'm sure you know. So I'm feeling extra grateful to be able to do this, to share practice with you like this, and really grateful you're here. Thanks for joining me. So today we're just going to share in a strong yoga and meditation practice. We'll move to prepare our physical body. We'll breathe. We'll do some breath work in order to open up into the energy and the emotional body so that we can then sit, meditate, and just be still and calm and clear and settled, or at least kind of get curious about those things in a world that can feel unsettled. So again, I'm really excited that you're here. Before we get started, you may want some props to support your body. You might want a good blanket. It doesn't have to be a yoga blanket. Any folded blanket or even a towel will work. It might help to pad your sits bones, pad your tailbone, or pad your knees. So maybe a blanket, maybe some yoga blocks. When we're folding forward, when we've got our hands on the earth, sometimes blocks are really great tools to lengthen your arms. And if you don't have them, maybe thick books or anything rectangular like that. So once you've got everything that you need and want, all the space that you need to do your practice, we're going to start together in a comfortable seat. And that is any seat that allows you to lengthen your spine. So you can sit with your shins crossed. You can stack one foot in front of the other. You can even sit on your heels or on a block between your heels. Just find space for your torso. And in that space, once you've got it, I invite you to relax your shoulders away from your ears. Draw your shoulders backward so that there is a little lift in your chest. And you have already opened your heart through this practice. Perhaps you find some softness in your belly, jaw, or the space between your eyebrows. You rest your hands in any way that's comfortable, not distracted. Maybe you close your eyes here, or if that doesn't feel like the thing to do, you can always gaze softly at the floor. And we'll do our first yoga practice together. Just the breath. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Breathing on purpose. Starting to direct some attention, some purposeful focus to each breath. Maybe noticing the sounds, noticing the temperature of the air, the little movements that your belly, chest, and ribs make as you breathe. Starting to cultivate a relationship with your own breath, even if the mind is busy. And it will be, and it's okay. We're doing these practices to touch into the space in us that's a little deeper and a little more real than the constant busyness and the tension that it can sometimes produce. So you allow your breath to be the tool on which you arrive and open into your practice. And you know that it is with you throughout this practice. You're already doing your yoga, just like this. The breath is our most powerful and accessible tool to tap in to that deeper space of being settled beneath the busyness. Just sitting with it here for another moment. And then after your next exhale, bring your awareness to the base of your spine. Stay there and keep breathing, just noticing the place where your tailbone meets the ground. The ground coming up to support your tailbone. Just steady and connected. The yogis would teach that energetically, the base of the spine is the place of new beginnings. It's where we begin again, tapping into that sense of a new beginning with each breath at the base of your spine. And then on your next inhale, imagine that the breath could travel up the spine from the base all the way up to the crown of your head. As you exhale, imagine the breath traveling back down all the way to your tailbone. Inhaling from tailbone all the way to the skull. Exhaling from the crown of your head all the way back to the base of your spine. Just doing that at your own pace for a few moments. Breathing up and down the spine, maybe even using your creative imagination to visualize, to feel the breath up and down your spinal column. The spine is the center of the nervous system, central energy channel of the body. Taking that sense of beginning again, going deep, and just allowing it to move all throughout the spine, all throughout your whole being, as we inhale up the spine. Exhale back down. Let's do that one more time together. Inhale up your spine. Exhale back down. Maybe you let something go on this exhale. Then when you're ready, blink your eyes open. Adjust to the light around you. Come on down to your back. Take as many steps as you need to get onto your back. And that applies for this whole practice. You can always add steps, take them away, and customize this however you need to, for it is yours. So, finding your way down, knees are bent, feet are as wide as the yoga mat, so touch the edges of your mat with your feet. Walk your heels close to your hips, and then inhale, stretch back. Arms come back behind you, backs of the hands on the mat or the earth overhead. Good. Okay, let the shoulders really relax into the earth. Let your torso get really spacious, and take a deep breath in. As you exhale, tilt both knees toward the left, keeping your feet wide. Inhale, come over to the right. Exhale, left. Inhale, right. It's taking that breath awareness, adding the movement. It's letting the movement become a natural extension of the breath. Another practice for going deeper. Just awakening some internal energy, sensation as you move your body. Working now with the thighs, the hips, the low back and psoas, the sides of the body and shoulders. Good, just moving with your breath. If you find that your mind gets out of it, just connecting back to the breath, especially through the body, is our greatest tool for keeping the mind in the practice, allowing it to work for us rather than against us. One more each side. Come back to center. Let your arms rest by your sides and heel toe your feet back in so that they are as wide as your hips. And then walk them just a couple of scooches away so that there's a little more space between your hips and your heels. Now pick up your right foot. Interlace your fingers around your right shin and draw your right knee in toward your chest. Good. We're going to do a little push and pull. So pull on your shin with your hands. Pull your hands into your shin. Pull your knee close to you. At the same time, press your shin bone up into your hands. Let your leg win a little bit, just getting into sensation in the hip. lower back. Continuously returning to your breath as a tool for just deepening your experience of it all. You can stay and work the hip right here, or when you're ready, reach to the inside of your right leg, but grab the outside, the pinky edge of your foot. You could also grab your shin. We're going to show the bottom of the right foot to the ceiling, so the knee is bent and the ankle is right on top of the knee. We have this L shape, this right angle going on in the leg. You can place your left hand on your hip, relax in your shoulders, and push and pull again. Pull down on your foot with your hand. Press your foot up toward the ceiling at the same time. Feel how that starts to spark up your hip again, maybe this time with a little more sensation. Just using your breath to connect to your experience as we go a little deep into the hips, a place where we can hold some tension, some of that busyness and stress. Seeing what you can do when you just show up to it and breathe. Deep breath in. Exhale. Good, you can stay right here. Or if you'd like, if it feels good, extend your left leg on the mat. So straightening the left leg, keeping the right leg as it is. Pressing your left thigh and left heel into the earth. You're in a reclined lunge pose. So just like you would if you were upright, this straight leg is really strong and really heavy. Good, shoulders relax, and again, we push with the foot, pull with the hand. Working the hips, breathing here. Okay, from here, take both hands and grab the back of your right thigh. Interlacing your fingers behind that thigh, begin to straighten your right leg toward the sky. Beautiful. As you have been, practice push and pull. Pull your leg towards you with your hands. Press it away from you with your leg. Now getting into the back of the leg, the hamstring. Flexing the foot, spreading the toes, pressing the right hip into the earth. This is also really nice for the lower back. You let those shoulders soften. Breathe into here, into this experience. Just opening into these deeper layers of your body and your being. Good. All right, you can work right here, or bend that left knee again, plant your left foot back on the earth. Keep your hands on your right thigh or walk them up to your calf and maybe begin to pull your leg a little closer to you. You can do that as a physical movement or just by thinking about it. Knee can soften if you need it to. Just flex your foot and spread your toes. Pull towards you with your hands and press away from you with your leg. Yep. Push and pull, just creating a little bit of friction, opposing forces to ultimately create a new reality or a deeper sense of reality, of space, of presence. Good. All right, keep your left leg exactly as it is. Release your right leg. Bend your right knee, flex your right foot. Cross this right ankle on top of your left knee. You're making a figure 4 shape. Your right foot is flexed like you're stepping on the gas pedal. This turns on your lower leg so that your knee doesn't have to do the work. We usually don't want to do the work in the joints. All right, from here, imagine that you could press your right knee forward. So forward in space, pressing it away from you. At the same time, imagine you could pull your left knee toward you. There's your push and pull. Again, going as deep as we have into the space of the hips. into the space of releasing tension for a deeper sense of our reality. Always connected and helped by the breath. Okay, one more space to go. You can do your work right here. You always want to observe what the sensations feel like to you. And if this feels good, stay here. Or pick up your left foot, interlace your fingers around your left thigh, and add a little sensation. Still flexing your right foot, pressing your right knee away from you and pulling your left knee towards you. Just breathing into this deepest hip reality. Amazing. Really good work. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, imagine softening or releasing something. One more time, inhale. Exhale, release. And then release. Take your left foot to the earth if it's not already there. Take your right foot to the earth, beside it. Notice each leg from side to side. Just use the contrast between the two sides of your body right now as another space to connect and go deeper into that awareness. Just feeling how one side may be a little warmer, more alive, the other more dormant and cool. Observing the practice in your own body. And then, second side, draw your left knee in toward your chest. Interlacing your fingers around your shin. Push and pull. Pull your hands into your leg. Press your leg up into your hands. Let your leg win a little as we use those opposing forces to create the space for tension release. Deep breaths. Now, as always, you can do your work right here, or reach to the inside of your leg. Either grab your shin or grab the outside edge, pinky edge of your foot. Show the bottom of your foot to the ceiling. Knee is bent, ankle on top of the knee. Making this kind of half happy baby pose as we inch our way into the deeper layers of the hips. And you push and pull. Pull with your hand, press up into your foot, breathe, connecting your whole self to this work. And you're doing great work. Now stay right here or extend your right leg to the earth, taking it into your reclined lunge pose. Just like your back leg in an upright lunge, your right leg is so strong, you're squeezing your thigh, pressing the back of your leg into the earth and flexing your foot. As you continue to push and pull on your left foot, deep into these flying hips. It's releasing tension for that deeper relationship with your own reality, your own self. Breathing for all of that work. You're doing great. Okay. From here, we're going to take both hands. Grab the back of the left thigh. Extend your left leg to the skies, keeping your right leg, bottom leg strong. Flexing your foot and spreading the toes to activate the foot. Softening your knee as much as you need to as you pull toward you with your hands. Press away from you with the leg, applying that push and pull principle to your hamstring. The back of your leg, opening and awakening. Stay here, or walk your hands up your calf, to your calf, I should say. Grab the back of the leg and pull it a little closer to you. Actually, I missed a step. First, bend your right knee. Place your right foot on the earth, and then maybe grab your calf and pull your leg towards you. Doing your push and pull, breathing. Remember, you can pull towards you as a movement or just by thinking about it as we go a little deeper. If it shakes, good job. You're releasing tension. I never edit my stumbles out of my YouTube classes just because I want you to feel like you're taking a yoga class with me, and I can't edit myself in a live yoga class. Taking a deep breath here. As you exhale, keep your right leg where it is. Cross your left ankle on top of your right knee, making your figure four shape. Left foot flexes, you're stepping on the gas to activate your lower leg, protect your knee. Arms can rest wherever works as we pull the left, as we press the left knee away from us, so forward in space. And pull the right knee toward us, push and pull. Deeper and deeper into the layers of the hip, the layers of the energetic body where we hold all that tension, supported by your breath. Good. Okay, notice all those sensations, and if this is feeling really good, do this. If you want to add some sensation, one more place to go. You can pick up your right foot, interlace your fingers around your right thigh. Keep flexing your left foot. Pull your right knee toward you as you press your left knee away from you. Any noises and reactions are understandable and appropriate as you dig deep into the layers of the hip. The layers of the spaces in the body where we store every experience and thought. Just making space for a deeper relationship with what's real. Breathing deep. You're doing great. As you inhale, make it deep. As you exhale, imagine releasing or softening something. One more, inhale deep. Release as you exhale. And then release the pose. Release your right foot if it's lifted. Release your left foot beside your right. One more time, windshield wiper those knees from side to side. Getting some movement going in the legs, noticing the energy of your hips and legs as you start to wake up sensation in your body. Then come back to center. This time, heel toe your feet close. Squeeze your thighs, shins, and ankles in toward each other. They might touch, they might not. Just hug everything in, actively squeezing. From here, rest your arms by your sides with your palms on the earth. We're starting to get into the core now, so we're adding a little more heat to the practice, just to keep awakening. So, palms face down, legs squeeze in. As you inhale, lift your feet just a couple inches off the mat, just a tiny lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, a little hover. Exhale, release. With your breath. Keep squeezing. Good. Using your breath like fuel. Now we're going to lift the knees about halfway to the chest. Going a little higher, squeezing the legs. Your breath will become a little longer. Keep moving. Starting to kindle a little of that fire in the belly. Keep squeezing. Good. All right, now pull your knees in as close to your chest as they'll go. Maybe your tailbone even lifts, maybe it doesn't. Just find a round in your back, engagement in the belly, squeezing the legs, moving with the breath. Good. One more, you got it. Release how your knees, both your knees, in towards your chest. This time grab the backs of your thighs. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale. On your next inhale, find those muscles that you just kind of ignited with that heat in your belly. Engage there, and inhale, roll onto your tailbone. Exhale, rock onto your shoulders. Spinal rocking. Just giving ourselves some momentum as we keep breathing, keep moving. Exhaling back, inhaling up. If it doesn't feel safe for you to rock on your back, just come to a seat and breathe up and down your spine again. It's that same engagement with the spine, the center of your nervous system. It's releasing tension, waking up a deeper awareness, building that heat to fire us up in the belly. This is also an excellent practice for the immune system. Good. Just doing your work. And now we'll rock all the way onto the tailbone, cross the ankles, come up to your hands and knees. We're finding a tabletop shape here. The knees are underneath the hips. The hands are underneath the shoulders. You might want to pad your knees with a blanket here. You'll take your index fingers, first fingers, they're parallel on the mat, pointing straight toward the top edge of the mat. Rest of the fingers spread really wide, and we press the index fingers down for a strong base. For just a moment, stay at your table and reconnect to your breath, just like you did in the first few moments of your practice. Just feel that sense of internal energy, being awake from the inside out, from your hips to your belly and beyond. Feeling all that you've done already in your practice. Just keeping that steady breath. We're going to inhale, straighten the right leg, and just tuck the right toes at the back of the mat. So your right leg's coming out behind you, your toes are on the earth. Pressing into your index fingers, draw your belly button away from the mat a little. So find some of that engagement in the belly. Now, take your right heel and just press it backward. Be discerning, don't overstretch, but we want to find some work in the calf. Just pressing backward through the heel, stretching the back of the leg. Good, continuing to breathe. Now we're going to take these right toes, just walk them over to the left corner of the yoga mat. So your right leg will cross on top of your left. Then take your hands and walk them over toward the left side of your mat. So both hands and your right foot are more to the left. Now we're going to take the right hip and press it over to the right. Side body stretch. So your hands and foot are to the left, your hips are leaning to the right. Shoulders soften, belly engaged. Breathe into this stretch along your side. Again, just releasing tension, awakening room for a deeper connection. Good. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, walk your hands back to center. Walk your foot back to center. Return your right knee to the mat and maybe tilt your hips from side to side a couple times. Then back to center. Extend that left leg straight back. Toes tuck on the mat. We press into the index fingers, engage in the belly, and then press backward through the left heel. Stretch at the left calf muscle, but you can be discerning about how much pressure you put into your heel. Working with your body always. You never are obligated to work against it. But definitely breathe. Now, for a side body stretch. Walk your left toes so that they touch the bottom right corner of the mat. Walk both hands a little closer to the right side of the mat. Then drop both hips over to the left. Tone your belly. We don't want to drop them too low. We just want to drop them over to the left. Keep the shoulders moving away from the ears. Breaths deep as we open into the space of the side body. The yogis would teach that the side body is where we hold our energy centers of bliss, our capacity to feel bliss. So, it's good work here. Good. All right, after your next breath, walk your hands back to center, your toes back to center, lower your left knee to the earth. All right, really press that left hand into the earth. We're gonna lift the right arm and just start to swim through space. Just making these big, wide circles, unlocking your left elbow and just letting your chest and your torso move as you move your arm through space. Saying hello to the shoulders at last. Another space where we have the opportunity to release lots of tension. All right, begin to swim backward. Just roll your arm backward this time. Again, letting the chest open, letting the torso move. Maybe some of that heat starts to build in your upper body now. Good, always breathing. All right, now we're just gonna inhale, reach the right arm straight up. As we exhale, we're gonna thread the right arm underneath the body. It comes straight out horizontally from the shoulder. We bring the right shoulder, right cheek, right ear to the earth. Left elbow can bend and you can come onto your fingertips, threading the needle. Your left hip will want to slide forward, so slide it back in line with your right. Draw both shoulders back onto the back of your body. It's a twist, it's a heart opener, it's a side body stretch. So many spaces we can work and release. Just getting at your deepest breaths so far. Beautiful. Now, as you exhale, press your left hand into the earth once more. Inhale, reach your right arm up again. Just opening in your chest, noticing if there's a little more room in your torso. Then as you exhale, plant your right hand. Second side, lift your left arm and just begin to swim through space. Good, circling the arm, letting the torso move, but unlocking the right elbow. So you have lots of fluid space just to get into the shoulders and the upper body. Good. And then you need to swim it backward. Letting the chest, side body open up in a really organic way for your body. Excellent. Now we're just going to inhale, reach the left arm up. Exhale, thread the left arm under, horizontally across the body. Left cheek, left ear, and left shoulder come down. Come onto your right fingertips. So the right arm is like a kickstand. Right hip moves back in space. Both shoulders pull back in space as we draw ourselves into this twist, this thread the needle pose. Deep breaths into all the space and sensation that becomes apparent to you here. Every sensation that you feel is a tool for accessing that deeper reality beneath the busyness and the tension. After your next exhale, plant your right hand. One more time, reach the left arm up. Notice if you made a little more space for your torso. Beautiful. And then exhale, release your palm to the earth. Okay. From here, tuck your toes. Walk your hands back towards you a little, and we're just gonna roll onto the balls of the feet. You might wanna stealthily clear your yoga mat here. So we're in a tight squat. We're balancing on the balls of the feet. The knees lift, the heels can lift. Fingertips are on the earth. Take a deep breath in here. As you exhale, we're gonna look down, lift the hips, and drop the heels, heel-toeing the feet out as wide as the hips, and folding into our uttanasana, into our standing forward fold here. Knees bend so the belly touches or comes close to touching the thighs. This is going to give us a really excellent spine stretch and keep us from forcing anything with our hamstrings. We do press the heels down and apart to engage in the hips so the legs are doing their work here. Let the shoulders relax away from your ears. Top of the head magnetically draws toward the earth. Maybe do that breath up and down your spine here for a few moments as each vertebrae gets long and spacious. We just tune back into that center of the nervous system, our connection to breath and self. All the while just drawing yourself into the pose with each breath. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna inhale and half lift. Send the crown of your head forward and your tailbone back. Fingertips can go to the earth, the shins, or use blocks to lengthen your arms. Good, exhale and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, half lift. This time bring your hands to your hips. Press your thigh bones back. Squeeze your elbows toward each other. Get your spine super long. Yes, now press into your feet. Slowly come all the way to stand. Beautiful, okay. You want to clear your mat again, just setting the props to the side if you've got them. And then come to stand with your feet a little wider than your hips. Turn your heels in and your toes out. We are warm, we're standing, so we're going into some of our strongest practices just to clear away tension, make more space for us to connect deeply. But as always, you take these out in a way that works for you. With the heels in, toes out, we're gonna bend the knees just a little. A very high squat, pressing into all four corners of the feet, squeezing in your glutes just to create this solid base. Now find your belly. It's tempting to wanna kind of let the butt stick out, let the ribs flare open. We want to do a little cat pose action, a little belly toward the spine, just to create a strong line of energy. All right, from here, take an inhale, reach your arms up. As you exhale, make fists with your hands, bend your elbows, and take your elbows in close. So you're making this kind of strong motion here. Squeeze your shoulders together. Squeeze in your fists. And now we're gonna move and twist. We're gonna inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. You got it. Hug your elbows in. Strong breath. Your pace. Squeezing in the glutes. Hugging in the elbows. Moving from the ribs and shoulders. It's like this swiveling action. Giving us more access to the heart, to the diaphragm. Releasing tension in those spaces. One more, and then kind of make your motion a little slower and a little smaller until slowly you come back to center. Straighten your legs for just a moment, release your arms, and shake everything out. And then walk your feet in so that they are about hip width at this point. Again, inhale, reach your arms to the sky. As you exhale, make fists, bend your elbows, and take your elbows in close. Here we're going to use the breath as a tension releasing practice. So you'll take your deepest breath in, squeeze your fists, squeeze every muscle you can find in your body, squeeze your face, And then exhale through your mouth. And release. We'll do that twice more. Inhale. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Find a deeper layer. Squeeze it all up. Release. Last one. Inhale. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze in the deepest places you can find. Muscles, cells, emotions. Squeeze. And release. Excellent. All right, circle your hands to your heart for just a moment. Lift your spine. Draw your shoulders back and down. Soften in your knees, your jaw. Maybe close your eyes. Or again, perhaps just gaze softly at the earth in front of you. And just as you did in those first moments of your practice, just tune back into your breath. Your tool for constant connection to the deeper realities, no matter what's going on. And now we'll take it into our breath practice. As you exhale, you bring your awareness to the base of your spine. As you inhale, the breath travels up to the crown of the head. Exhale, breath travels back down to the base of the spine. Inhaling up to the crown of the head. Now let's expand it a little. As you exhale, move all the way down to the soles of your feet. Inhale, breath from your feet all the way to the crown of your head. Exhale from your crown all the way back to your feet. Just breathing up and down in this full body breath. Just connecting in your deepest way to that inner awareness. Take one more. Inhale from your feet to your skull. Exhale all the way back down. Release your arms and step out wide. So you might need to turn on your yoga mat so that you can use the full length to take a leg's length of space between your feet. So you check out your feet, you check out your legs. You want as much space as there is between your hip and your ankle to exist between your feet. So for my long-legged people, that means a much longer stance, if it feels okay in your body. Toes point straight ahead. Knees are a little soft, but we press the pinky edges down. We squeeze the legs in toward each other to draw power up from the earth. We do that little engagement in the belly as we lift the heart. Beautiful. All right. Take your hands to your hips if they're not there already. Squeeze your elbows and shoulders toward each other, and then take a deep breath in. As you exhale, keep squeezing in your legs as you begin to hinge at your hips. Keep squeezing in your elbows, keeping your spine long. Stop about halfway if you can, sending the crown of your head forward and thigh bones back. Squeeze in your elbows, feel that spine. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to the earth. And you can stay about half lifted here, hands under the shoulders, or you can start to walk your hands back towards your feet. Bend your elbows and fold forward. Wide angle, standing forward fold. Knees can soften, but press your pinky edges down. Squeeze your feet toward each other, but then press your thigh bones back and away from each other. If your legs shake, again, you're releasing some surface tension, and it's good. Just as in our other forward fold, the spine is a priority, super long. Shoulders relax away from the ears. Tailbone lengthens toward the sky. You feel into that space between every vertebrae of the spine, center of the nervous system. Maybe your head comes to or toward the earth, or you can even slide a block underneath your head for a little more grounding. Let's take a few breaths, just tuning in right here. Deep breath here. Exhale. Then again, walk your hands out so that they are underneath your shoulders. You can come onto your fingertips or use blocks under your hands and half lift your spine again. Press your thigh bones back, crown of your head forward. Press into your feet, bring your hands to your hips, and come on up. Whew, okay, just re-ground in your wide stance. Now we're gonna take some of those shapes and add a little more movement. This will probably be our most dynamic movement of the practice. So gather all of that energy and breath you've been cultivating and just give it all that you've got. But it's whatever works for you, of course, in the end. All right, so we're gonna start by reaching the arms straight out beside us. Fingertips glue together, palms face the earth. We still squeeze the feet toward each other, lengthen in the spine. Now, take a deep breath in, get long and expansive. As we exhale, we're gonna take the left hand, tap the right shin. Right arm reaches up, spine stays long. We're gonna inhale, touch upright. Exhale, tap the other side. Inhale, tap. Inhale, tap. Moving with your breath. Pressing into your feet. Moving with the support of your belly. In the energetic and mythological concepts of yoga, this movement is meant to represent elephant ears. Your arms are the ears kind of flapping around. And in the tradition of yoga, the elephant represents new beginnings. So we're back in that space of harnessing the energy of beginning again, of transformation, of awakening. So good. One more, each side. As you finish, come back up, hands to your hips. Squeeze your elbows in, and one more time, fold all the way into your wide angle, forward fold. All right, from here, we're just gonna heel toe the feet in a little closer. Just as you did when you were upright, turn your heels in and your toes out, preparing for a yoga squat. Again, you can stay up high. You can bend your knees, bring your hands to your heart, or you can keep bending your knees and get low, bringing the hips close to the heels. Bringing your elbows inside your knees. Your heels might lift, and it's all good, but press into your feet. Lift up out of your joints, and then drop in your tailbone. Lengthen your heart forward. Press your elbows into your knees, knees into your elbows, just holding yourself in this deep hip opener. One more space to really release some of that tension that keeps us from that awakening and connection. So take a deep breath. Exhale. Beautiful. Take your fingertips down to the earth, one in front, one behind, and carefully work your way onto your butt. With as much or as little grace as you want. You can turn the face forward again and send your legs straight out in front of you. Bouncing your knees a couple times. All right, we're gonna take all that good work we've done and just put it together one more time, one more practice to release tension in the body as we prepare to sit for a little meditation. So with your legs straight out in front of you, bring your hands or fingertips down beside your hips. Lift in your heart and draw your shoulders backward. Keep that as we bend the right knee. Place the right foot to the inside of your leg. And as you can probably hear, I'm still catching my breath after that dynamic movement, so let's take a moment here. Just interlace both hands around your right shin. Lengthen your spine. Flex your left foot and pause. Torso super long. Connecting to your breath. Just giving yourself the space. And then when you're ready, you can keep your right foot to the inside of your left leg or cross it to the outside. If that feels like it's ungrounding in your hips or too constricting for your lower back, stay inside. You can stay here, or you can even bend your left knee and swing your left foot around beside your right hip. Again, if that makes your hips feel like they're coming off the mat or really crunches you up in your hips or lower back, Keep the legs straight. Find what works in your body. Then again, interlace your fingers around your right shin and lengthen your spine. Keep your right hand where it is and inhale, just reach your left arm up. Get your side body super long, just like you did on hands and knees. Then as you exhale, take your left arm, wrap it around your right shin. This time lift your right arm up, get super long. Exhale, turn and twist, looking to the right. Right arm behind you, fingertips to the earth. Maybe you look over your right shoulder or you look straight ahead. We're just twisting the torso to the right. Press your right foot into the earth. Roll forward in your lower back. Draw backward in your shoulders. All that hip opening, all the core work, all the shoulder stuff, you use it here for your deep twist. Just wringing out your body as if it's a wet cloth. One more space to release tension. As always, you use your breath. You imagine that breath traveling up and down your spine. That center of the nervous system. Kind of like a wave just washing out anything that needs to go. If you'd like to, you can take your left elbow and cross it to the outside of your right shin, bending your elbow and touching your thumb and forefinger. Just another space to play, but it doesn't have to be where you go. You decide. Take 2 solid breaths in your seated spinal twist. Good job. When you're done, just untwisting your torso. Lean back on your hands a little and uncross. Bounce those knees out. Second side. Bend your left knee. Place your foot on the earth. Interlace your fingers for just a moment. Flexing in your right toes. Lengthening your spine. Just take a moment. Get long in the spine. Get connected in the breath. And when you're ready, keep your foot to the inside of your right leg or cross it to the outside, depending on what keeps your hips solid, low back spacious. Keep your right leg straight or bend your right knee and swing your foot in so that it comes close to your left hip. Again, if that is bothersome for your knee, makes your hips come off the mat or constricts your lower back, it's actually going to be more effective for you to keep the leg straight. Doesn't mean you're doing less, it means you're doing more in your own body, more of what works for you. So we'll interlace the fingers, get long again. Then we're going to take a deep breath in, reach the right arm up. Get the side body super long, and then as you exhale, wrap your right arm around your left shin. Then we inhale, left arm up, get super long, then exhale, turn and twist to the left. Left fingertips come back. Maybe you look over your left shoulder or just look straight ahead. Just whatever works for your neck. Rolling forward in the lower back, drawing backward in the shoulders, twisting from that strong belly. Your hips are working, your core is working. You're integrating all of the good work you've done in this big, deep spinal twist to wring the tension out of your physical body. Using your breath always as a tool, it moves up and down your spine, just washing out any last bits of what is stuck. Maybe you take your right elbow and tuck it outside your left thigh, bending the elbow, touching the thumb and forefinger, a yoga pose for your hands to signify wisdom. But it's up to you. More does not always have to be better. It's your body, your pose. 2 breaths, you guys. You look awesome. You're doing awesome. As you finish up, untwist your torso. Lean back on your hands. Straighten that leg. Bounce your knees out, or uncross, I should say. And then bounce your knees out a few times. Come to your comfortable seat again. Sitting in whichever way allows you to lengthen your spine. The only thing I ask is that whatever leg is crossed in front, switch. Cross the other one, just so that we create some evenness in the hips, rather than always crossing the same leg in front each time. But it's understandable that we do that. You find your long spine. You feel into your body. Maybe you close your eyes. Maybe you gaze softly at the floor. Just come back to breath and inner connection. Come back to all the tools you've accumulated to tap into a deeper connection, awareness, and reality beneath the busyness and the tension. You let your body settle in a space of neutrality after all the hard work that it has done. And you come right back into that strong breath practice, bringing your awareness to the base of your spine, and then inhaling the breath all the way up to the crown of your head. Exhaling from the crown to the base of the spine. Just moving up and down a few times. Just feeling into that central nervous system, that space of energy flow. The space that is real and steady and alive beneath the chatter of the thoughts. The busyness of mind and life. Just breathing up and down your spine as a steady answer to it all. Now we're going to move into a breath practice that takes it a layer deeper. So as you exhale, again, bring your awareness to that grounded space at the base of the spine. Now take an inhale, bring your awareness and the breath right to the center of your chest, to the heart. If you can, pause, hold the breath there for just a moment, letting the energy build. And then exhale, send the breath to the crown of your head once more. If you can, pause in that space. Inhale. Right to the heart, pausing there, letting the energy build in the center of your chest. Exhale to the base of your spine. Grounded and pause there. Inhale to the heart. Let it build and grow. Exhale to the crown of the head. Pause in that space, the soul space. Inhale from the head to the heart. Pause. Exhale from the heart to the base of the spine. Pause there, grounding in. Inhale up to the heart space. Pause. Exhale to the crown of the head, the soul space. Pause, only if you can. Inhale down to the heart. Pause. Exhale to the base of the spine. Inhale up into the heart. Pause. Let it build. And this time as you exhale, just stay. Stay in the heart space and return to your natural breath. Just breathing in and out at the heart. Feeling the way that intentional kind of curated breath practice affects the feelings in your body, your spine, your chest. Another practice for working with the busyness in the mind. When we hold the breath, it kind of freaks the mind out and it has to pause a little. Notice the effect that has on you. As you take your awareness and breathe in and out through the heart. Letting your heart be the place that you return to when you release the busyness of the mind, the tension in the body and the spirit. Letting your heart space be the hub of that deepest reality and truth, awareness that is beyond busyness and tension. Breathing and embodying your relationship with that space as you inhale and exhale through the heart. For the next few moments, just peacefully and easily observing how you are. Perhaps with the knowing that you are, that sense of ease and being settled and calm in the middle of a world that is not those things. But it's still here. You are still here. On your next inhale, breathe deeply through your nose. Release through your mouth. Just waking back up with cleansing breaths. 2 more. Final time. When you're ready, inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Flex your spine, move around a little in your body. Exhale, place your palms together and take them to your heart in a prayer pose. If you'd like, you can bow your forehead to your chest, bowing to your heart and your practice. Bowing to all past, present, and future who share this practice with us. In the name of the reality beyond tension, in the name of gratitude, community, and practice. Namaste. Thank you all so much for sharing your practice with me today. If you have any questions, comments, or feedback, or you want to touch base in any way, you can leave me a comment, you can send me an email, and you can reach out on Instagram. I am Wild Yogi Thing on Instagram, and we can touch base there and you can find more of the work that I do. I'm so grateful for your presence here. I'm grateful for the chance to do this work with you. I hope it goes with you because you do have the capacity to carry everything that you pour into this practice out into your world. I love you.